Welcome back, everyone. We're here with our friends from Hirundo, Brianna and Kristen. Thank you guys for joining us and coming in this morning.
Yeah,
you guys are you guys are here to do a little lesson for us. Can you kind of explain what that entails?
Yeah, I just thought that we could talk about what's happening with the trees and stuff right now. We're pretty far into fall, so a lot of the trees are looking pretty bare now. And I always think it's interesting when I talk about it at Hirundo. People think it's because of the cold temperatures.
Right.
But it's actually because of the sunlight, the amount of sunlight. I mean, we've noticed it now, especially with the time change, how dark it gets, how soon. So the amount of daylight that we have is actually what's triggering these trees to drop their leaves.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're very far into it now, so a lot of our trees have dropped their leaves.
I don't know if my microphone's working, so yeah, I'll speak over here. But it doesn't have everything to do with chlorophyll. That's really how they lose their or change colors,
Yeah,
right?
they stop producing chlorophyll. That's what makes them stop being green and show those true colors underneath, the reds, the oranges, the yellows. It's super beautiful.
Yeah.
Luckily here in Maine, we have a lot of conifers that keep their leaves. So if you see
We have props.
Yeah, if you see things like this from, the white pine,
Right.
these are leaves. These are their leaves. They're just obviously very different from something like this, a big, broad, flat leaf.
Right.
They're skinny and long and pretty waxy, so it helps retain that water in there.
Yeah.
And they're thin, so the snow and stuff doesn't stick on them as much and cause damage to them. Whereas obviously this could hold a lot of snow, and you could lose a lot of water out of that, which they don't want to do during winter.
Some of the pine trees will lose their needles too.
Yeah, that's cool that you
know?
brought it up. We were just talking about that's our tamaracks or larch. That's one of our only deciduous conifers in Maine.
And they make a mess.
Yes, they do, just like your Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I know we kind of, in this summer, had quite the drought going on. How did that kind of affect those bigger leaves this year?
So the growing season, they kind of just cut themselves short. When there's any trees that are under a lot of stress, usually quit growing sooner rather than later, because it becomes surviving more important than growing.
Yeah, right now they're concentrating on their roots and everything else, trying to stay safe for the next season.
Yeah, but
All
those
right.
with the needles they'll grow a little bit during the winter.
Really?
Oh.
It'll still even be able to do it a little bit, very slowly versus during the summer.
So they don't really go dormant like some of the other trees, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So these needles are pretty special.
Very
They're pretty
neat.
good for the winter.
Well, these are some of the things you can learn if you go up to Hirundo Wildlife Refuge up in Old Town. You guys do all kinds of neat things. You've been there for a little while now.
Yes,
it's
thank
still
you.
busy. Things are cooling off, but you still have a lot going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Brianna and I had a lot of opportunity to get out in the community as well. We did tons of outreach.
Yeah.
We were able to go to several events for tabling and really connect with the community, talk a lot about Hirundo. And speaking of tree species,
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever had an edible tree species, but I just want to throw it out there. On December 2nd, which is Giving Tuesday, we are partnering with Woodman's Bar and Grill in Orono, and we're doing a fundraising dinner that night.
Oh, neat.
Oh, cool.
So for anybody who is interested, you can make a reservation online
Yeah.
or show up in person and ask the host that you'd like to dine for nature for Hirundo.
Right.
15% of the proceeds that night will go to Hirundo to push our mission forward.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we're really excited about
Yeah,
that.
and during that, you can try out a drink that has like a syrup created from the needles that we actually collected from Hirundo.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
What's
so
in the drink?
neat.
It sounds interesting.
Oh, what was it called?
That's a great
Put
question.
you on the spot here.
I'm not a
Mixologist
Yeah.
expert, but
Yeah.
they have something really cool in the works. And we used 3 different species of tree out there
Neat.
behind needles. So we're really excited to see what they do with it. So that, to me, is interesting
neat.
enough to come down there for dinner.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm sure this will be on your Facebook page and
Yep.
your website,
Absolutely.
and
Yep.
and we'll try to remind everybody else too as it gets a little closer
Yep.
to go try that out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in again, and,
Yeah, thank you
and
guys.
for having
we'll look
us.
forward to more things to teach us about Maine and our nature coming up over the months ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time.
We're going to send it back over to Devin now for a final look at that forecast.